picture you taking? Huh?
Oh, no way.
Nobody? Hi, lady. How are you? You see what she have on? You showing the belly there? You're not cold. You're not cold?
No, I'll be alright.
It's very strange, but you got these. All right, you got these Greek death flowers. It's called the death flower, the Greek death flower. Okay, all right. Whoa, okay. Whoa, all right. All right, man. Something is too much wrong here. People are being like. It's either they're getting paid off for staying quiet about what's happening here, or they're really getting killed, murdered, or whatever, because there's too many deaths. There's too many deaths happening one after the other, too close together for it to be natural causes here at 1710 Vice Avenue. So either it's fake and they're all being paid off for staying quiet about what's being done here to me for 6 years with the voice to skull, blocking 149 root certificate authorities in my phone from foreign adversaries as clearly defined in part by Title 15 CFR, subsection 791.4. The other foreign adversary U.S. code that I'm being blocked from remembering constantly because somebody's blocking me from remembering that. I was remote controlled in this building twice to eat razor blades with voice to skull, X-Acto blades, probably about like that big. I got remote controlled and coached and forced with voice to skull, aka Medusa, Medusa, aka microwave auditory effect. Being shot called with the 149 root certificate authorities in my phone. From the Hellenic Greek military, Hong Kong, China, Japan, Taiwan, Turkey, and some of them are branded e-murderer, electronic mud, HRA, punishment on me for having a food stamp card. It's the HRA, the Human Resources Agency for the state of New York, is the one that issues the food stamp cards. So the 149 different root certificate authorities in my phone are impossible to remove, right? I tried to use my phone security settings to remove the 149 foreign adversary root certificate authorities, and the phone that I'm talking to you on now, destroying my face and making me look, the roots are slamming me in the face right now, trying to mess up my face so bad that you won't even want to listen to this message. So I use the security settings in the phone that tell me the root certificate authorities have been removed, but then the root certificate authorities still persist past the security measures in my phone. That's a total deprivation of life, liberty, and property by the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution and the 4th Amendment of the United States Constitution by the root certificate authorities, all 149 of them. Because you cannot root software into somebody's device as a foreign adversary, even if you had a probable cause warrant. by the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution, which states the right of the people to be secure in their houses, papers, and effects or any property owned by the victim, shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue except for upon probable cause. Great, we got that out of the way. Let's go to the 14th Amendment. No state shall make or enforce any law that denies anyone life, liberty, or property without due process. Meaning, you don't have a Fourth Amendment probable cause warrant to deposit 149 root certificate authorities in my phone, but you did anyway. So that's a deprivation of the Fourth and the 14th Amendment rights, because you're taking away my life, liberty, and my property by removing the ability that I have and am supposed to lawfully be entitled to own and operate on my own liberty with my own life in my own property, this phone, to remove the 149 root certificate authorities. And the phone tells me that they've been removed, but they're still there. I have plenty of documentation of it. Therefore, that makes the root certificate authorities a bona fide foreign adversary as per Title 15 CFR 791.4 as a Title 18 U.S. Code subsection 1030, Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. That makes it an automatic New York State Statute 240.30, electronic harassment done in any way, whether mechanically or electronically. When you break into law on somebody electronically, that's going to automatically be electronic harassment, unfortunately. So, why am I saying this? Well, the root certificate authorities in the phone are causing the hardware. That's the software. The root certificate authorities in the phone are the software. The software that is malicious is causing the hardware in the phone to be malicious, aka the antennas, the processor to scramble. The antennas are being forced against their will, and what the original intent for them was put in the phone. These antennas that were put in this phone were not put in this phone to be able to be used maliciously to hurt me, but the malicious software, the root certificate authorities, all 149 of them from foreign adversaries. But the 149 malicious pieces of software known as root certificate authorities are forcing the non-malicious hardware installed by the manufacturer of this phone to be malicious, unfortunately. And that transmits radio waves from the hardware in the phone to target all the nerve endings in my body that sends conflicting signals from head to toe to my brain, telling me that my appetite is gone and I haven't even eaten any food. They're even capable of telling my brain that I don't need to use the bathroom when I actually do need to use the bathroom, and then get constipated. They also actually target the nerve endings. I heard there's thousands, billions of nerve endings under our skin. I'm not exactly sure the correct count. I'm sorry about that. Please forgive me. I apologize. But there are nerve endings under the very shallow layer of our skin all over our body from head to toe that communicate signals of touch and sensation naturally to our brain. So that way we know what's going on. Radio waves from the rootkits in this phone that corrupted the hardware in this phone are being transmitted to those nerve endings and are destroying the signaling process from the nerves to the brain and conflicting everything and throwing everything off. Therefore, I have lipomas. Dr. Nilay Shah in the Bronx, New York, Nilay, Nilayshah, Dr. Nilay Shah. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I don't know what this sounds like, so I have to make sure because I can't confirm that I'm sounding clear enough. So I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm just trying to be specific, verbatim. Dr. Nilay Shah, I talked to face, and he confirmed on my body all over that there are benign lipomas. He didn't say what the cause was. He didn't diagnose how they happened. I'm going to do that for you right now. The lipomas all over my body are from nerve endings being targeted by radio waves too much that have been destroyed, and they swell up because they've gotten hit too much with radio waves. Dr. Nilay Shah did confirm to me face to face, however, that he knew I needed to have surgery to remove the lipomas, and he also told me face to face, verbatim, "You're going to get more." I swear by oath under penalty of perjury that I, Brant Elaine, am telling the truth, and I will swear to this before the grand jury, before a court of jurisdiction in the United States of America, governed by the United States Constitution and the state of New York, whether criminal or civil. So let's keep in mind, I'm telling the truth. Dr. Nilay Shah, would somebody please reach out to him and have him follow through and give me the appointment that he promised to give me to actually determine how many lipomas are all over my body and how many he needs to be able to take away. Because he said he was going to give me that appointment, and then they never did. And I tried reaching out to them again, and they don't want anything to do with me anymore. And I tried reaching out to the Department of Justice, the Bronx District Attorney, and nobody's helping me get this guy to do what he said he was going to do to remove the lipomas from under my skin, because I'm being tortured basically with radio waves. My name is Brant Elaine, BrandtAllain. I live at 1710 Vice Avenue, V as in Victor, Y as in yellow, S as in Sam, E as in Echo. Apartment 5J, Bronx, New York, 10460. Thank you for listening to this message. I'm sorry that it seems very daunting and it's very ongoing and it's long. I know, and I really appreciate you guys listening. I stand with law enforcement and helping stop this whole entire problem for everybody everywhere on the whole entire face of the planet, because I don't want to see anybody else ever go through this. Thank you. Have a blessed day.